Hello and welcome back to the Golf Diaries. If you were with us at 8 o'clock, you will realise that you were with us for longer than the Welsh internet was. So honestly, Wales 2025, you can't get a decent internet signal. It's ridiculous. So anyway, before I go off on a complete rant, we're here to talk about VWs and detailing. So in a nutshell, if you didn't see part one, don't worry about it. It was just me saying what I'm about to say again. So basically, this is the first live stream of the Golf Diaries. So going forward, I'm really keen to build a community with you guys and get your input into the Golf Diaries and the direction we take it. Yeah, any recommendations of good internet providers, be appreciated. I will normally start off 8 o'clock on the first Saturday of each month. We will start off by talking through a list of potential items to discuss, such as in this instance, we will be talking about the first car show in 15 years tomorrow at Tatton Park. We'll also be talking about G Technique. I've got some new G Technique products in the house. And then I'll also be talking about the 25th anniversary, finally getting that back out on the road. It's a bit of a rebuild project, actually. So, yeah, I'd be really keen to get you guys involved in that one and hear your thoughts and suggestions. But yeah, more importantly, I want this to become, when people start watching and so on, I want this to become very much a two-way street. So we can talk about anything you want to talk about and get your involvement in the future direction of the Golf Diaries. What do you want to see? What don't you want to see? And so on. But first and foremost, community is only as strong as its members, and there's a very important member of our young Golf Diaries community who I just want to do a shout out to. This is the most important thing I've got to say of the entire evening, and that is to a guy called James. James has been a member of the community for the Golf Diaries right from the start, very regularly comments on the videos and so on. Met him at a couple of shows, really nice chap, got a great Mark IV golf, really, it's his pride and joy, and it shows. It's immaculate. So anyway, James was due to come to Tatton Park, and we were going to catch up there, but he sent me a message earlier in the week, and I won't go into details because it wouldn't be right for me to do so, but he's had quite a major health scare. So I just want to take this opportunity to say, get well soon, James. Do as the doctors and the nurses say, and I'm sure anyone who does watch this video would be, very pleased to kind of pass on their best wishes as well. So yeah, get yourself better, get back to the Mark IV, but most importantly, get your health back on track, and yeah, hope to see you sometime soon. So do as you're told and take care. So moving on, before the internet decides it's tired and it wants to have a sleep like it did on the first attempt at going live. Oh man, Wales, love it. So the first car show of the year will be tomorrow at Tatton Park. Can't wait. I am a little bit nervous. To be honest, it's 15 years since I last went to a show, and I can't actually remember what to do when you get there. I know obviously you clean the car and then you talk about cars, but yeah, so I'm going to have to kind of get back into the show scene slowly but surely. I know Terry Tunstall's going to be there, so it would also be good to catch up with Terry and his immaculate anniversary. So that will be there. I can't wait to catch up with him and see the car. It's been a while since I've seen that car, actually. So yeah, it'd be good to catch. It would also be good to catch up with the guys at TMG, who, if you're regulars to the channel, TMG with the company I bought my caddy from. So they're going to be at Tatton Park tomorrow. So I'm going to catch up with the guys there and video some nice modified caddies. If you're going to the show, go and see them. They're a good bunch of people. And also I'm going to catch up with Awesome for a reason I'm going to go into in a second, with Awesome GTI to do with the 25th anniversary. So yeah, really looking forward to it. I can't lie. Not looking forward to the weather. It's meant to be absolutely pouring down, so the car's going to be absolutely filthy by the time we get there. But hey, joys of the British weather, not a problem. But it will put the G Technique ceramic sealant to the test. And I see, nice segue there into my next thing I wanted to talk about. Was I got a load of new G Technique products in this week, and it's a brand that I've been dabbling with for a while, but I'm really quite impressed with everything I've used so far. Again, if you're regular to the channel, you'll know that I really like the Hydrocoat, and there's a few other things I've been trying behind the scenes. I'm quite impressed. So far, of the new products, I've used the ceramic sealant for the first time today. Really easy to put on. I mean, obviously, I can't say anything about durability or anything like that. It's only just gone on today, but very easy to apply. quite glossy. I mean, it's hard, you know, it's on a white car, so it's hard, but it definitely did add a little bit of gloss. I did two layers, and definitely the second layer brought out a bit more gloss. So, you know, that's a little tip there. If you're going to use ceramic sealant, I'd definitely recommend going for the 2 layers. And in theory, that should give you more durability as well. But yeah, really nice product. The other one I've tried of these new products is the Quick Detailer. I do like a Quick Detailer. It's a very good cleaning quick detailer. I have to say, it's probably up there with Garage Therapy quick detailer for cleaning ability. I'm really impressed with it, I've got to say, and it smells lovely. It's kind of fruity. Yeah, tutti frutti. I don't know what it smells. I'm terrible at describing smells, but it's got a really nice sweet smell to it. It's not the glossiest, but I've only really tried it on the white car anyway. So again, not really the fairest test, but yeah, I'll carry on playing with that, and I'll probably do a video on that at a later date. And then yeah, I've tried a few of their other products like the panel wipe and so on. But yeah, I mean, a panel wipe is a panel wipe. I mean, that takes some reviewing. It did what it said on the tin, basically. So, but yeah, so far so good. So I've got a few other products that I'll go into, including their G-Wash. I'm not normally a fan of like a ceramic shampoo, but I thought I'd give it a go. So I haven't tried it yet, but I will do. Obviously, now the ceramic sealant is on there, so that's coming up as well. But if there's any brands that you would like me to get onto the channel, then please let me know. As I said, this is your chance to get involved and you know, really kind of make this your own. So please do let me know. Someone mentioned Art de Shine yesterday, and I oddly, I'd actually been looking at the Art de Shine website earlier that day. Odd, but anyway, yeah, I'm quite keen to try some Art de Shine products because they look quite cool. But and I like graphene, so anything with graphene, and I kind of quite like. So I might give that a go. But let me know what you think. And that leads me on to the 25th anniversary. Now, obviously, if as we get into the live streams, there'll be more people here, and we can talk about all kinds of stuff and hopefully get a kind of two-way conversation going. But as it's me talking to myself, I'm not going to be offended. I put a short out there saying I was going to be here. I put it on Instagram saying I was going to be here, and I'm here on my own. You know, it's a story of my life. You know, back in my single days, it happened all the time. Yeah. Always, they were always going to meet you at 8 o'clock in the bar. They were never there, but there you go. Story of my life. But moving on very quickly before we go down that rabbit hole. 25th anniversary. So what are the plans? It's been sat in the garage for way too long. I want it out. It needs to be out. So whilst I've looked after it, obviously in the garage, and changed the oil and, you know, the fuel and all that kind of stuff, it clearly is going to need a lot of work. Now, first thing it needs tires. The tires that are on it, believe it or not, are 23 years old, and they've still got the moldings on. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, obviously those tires are no longer roadworthy, are far from it. So we've got to put some new tires on. So some new Michelin Pilot Sports will be going on there. After that, it's going to need all the normal stuff: water pump, cam belts, you know, that check over the hoses and so on. And this is where Awesome GTI come in, because I'm keen to take it to Awesome for a full inspection and then potentially do a full rebuild with Awesome. Now, obviously, that's dependent on budget and so on and so forth. You know, I'm not made of money. So yeah, but I'll have a chat with the guys at Awesome, and we'll see what we can come up with. And I'll probably have to take it on a trailer up there, but it'll make a cool video, I guess. But yeah, you know, if you know anyone who perhaps I should be talking to in the industry, please let me know. All recommendations really welcome. It doesn't have to be Awesome. It's just, I know, you know, I'm impressed with the guys at Awesome, so I thought I'd give them the first try. The other thing it will need a wheel refurb. So a few people on the forums have recommended Aerocoat, so I've contacted them for a quote. But yeah, again, any recommendations you might have, please let me know. It'd be really appreciated. So I'm not going to drag it on any more than that, because I am very aware that I'm sat here talking to myself, and that's fine, because, you know, I talk to myself every single day. I make a habit of it. You know what, the most amazing thing about talking to yourself is that when you have an argument, you're always going to win the argument. You're always going to win the argument. It's not like trying to have an argument with your wife, or you're never going to win. But when you argue with yourself, you'll always win. So, but yeah, so talking to myself is no new thing. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to go and call it a night. It's been a long day in the sun polishing a car. I want an early start to Tatton Park tomorrow. So until next time, 8 o'clock, first Saturday of next month. Thank you, the one person watching now. Thank you very, very much. And I'm sorry you've just joined me and I'm about to say goodbye. But the video will be here online very shortly. You can ignore the first part before Welsh Internet decided to cut me off. Love it. Okay, until next time, bye for now.